All right, this is Thoughts with Your Bro, the dumbest social media journal story ever known to planet Earth. But this is kind of an end. Well, I mean, this will probably be one of the last videos I post on YouTube. Um, but if you think you're having a bad day, bro, why don't you just watch um, my videos? You think you're having a bad day? Talk about a guy, a man trying to live his life in this country, a civilian. And this is what happens. Bro, I get put on an island, find an artifact, get moved around, and then all of a sudden arrested and put in juvie. I had to do juvie. I was in juvie for 15 days, and what's even funnier to me is that somebody took a trip. But what's weirder to me, bro, is that I don't understand where they put me in juvie. Because they had a cell where I graduated high school, right? And instead, they flew me to another facility, right? They could have saved money on a trip. They could have saved money this, but whatever, bro. So they flew me. I was on a plane, not to another country, not to anywhere else, to juvie. And in juvie, those 15 days, they gave me a deck of cards, right? And if you look at, I'll tell you what my cell looked like. There's my bunk beds on this wall, and on that wall over there was a table in the corner, and there was a pisser over here, and the door was right here. So for 15 days, I would literally throw a card. If it landed face up, that's how many push-ups I do. If it landed face down, and I would go through a whole deck of cards. Then when I get back, bro, and I don't know what I got arrested for. Well, I do know, but it's literally impossible for me to get arrested for that. So basically, I got arrested for no reason. And when I get back, bro, all my stuff was gone. What I have: baseball mitt, Kelly mitt, open-handed cross, wrestling shoes, clothes, name tags, anything to do with school. Right? So I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, this is very, suspicious. Right? I keep continuing my life. And this is why it's funny, bro. Because one, somebody told me in the beginning, yes, this is true. Right? What's even more funny is stuff started to add up, bro. Don't do anything illegal. I'm a U.S. civilian, bro. Then I get a job working for a company called Volmark, which they do video, retail. We can call this the white GA 140 CP conspiracy. And just let you know, I've worked everywhere on that island. Everywhere. Restaurants, mopeds, you name it, I've pretty much done it. Also, I got my worker's permit at the age of 15, and that's when I started working. So, anyways, I get a job here and become like one of the best salespersons in Marine, and also worked in all of the departments: grocery, video, you name it, done it, utility player. And what's even funnier to me is that I asked for a raise and they wouldn't give me a raise, so I found a job, and that guy happened to have a New York number. Got a job. Um, and that employer actually talked to my boss at the time, who worked for Kings Marine. And the first thing, right, they talk, and then they thought I was gone, right? I walked down some steps. They thought I was gone. I was there the whole time. She said, you guys stole that one. And I'm sitting here like, oh, shit. So not only did a girl that I live with tell me something, this happened. I'll go, okay, that's kind of weird. Right? I'm sitting there just trying to live my life too, bro. And we keep moving forward, and we get to being like a coach, right? I coached the junior league. These are actual teams. Played sports in high school my whole life. Baseball, wrestling, in football and also basketball. The basketball team kept trying to recruit me, but I wrestled instead. But I got really good at basketball, so it'll come into play later. But coached the team, and what's funny is that I have all the emails. I'm not going to show any emails. But what's weirder to me, bro, is one day on a ferry, a guy goes, in confidence, yes, that is your money. And I'm like, there's so, not only are these people saying stuff, but there's money? Right? Even before that, bro, we'd go visit this guy. We'd go visit this guy, bro. We'd go motorcycle racing. Right before any place, I dropped a rock. You know, the whole story. And we go visit this guy, go motorcycle, go up the hill, past the dairy, and then hit a track and go fit. Like, anyways, this is the funniest part to me out of the whole thing. I said, what's wrong with your door? I said, someone's trying to break and enter and steal something. I said, oh, that's not cool at all. Right? I've already said half the stuff. This is kind of the final video. The final countdown. So what's even weirder, bro? Back to the story. That guy told me something too. So not only are people telling me stuff, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense, dude. I don't look like anybody I live with, and this and that. Family's family, and I don't care if it's true or not. But what I'm saying is true. Right? Then it comes to graduation. I graduate. Some guy gives me this. Right? Not only that, bro, I'm kind of confused on how this is somebody else's high school diploma if somebody gave me that. I mean, we got all my high school stuff went missing, all this stuff went missing, and stuff. Phones are getting covered up, right? Bro, and what's even more funny to me, the white GA140 CP conspiracy, I never even had a vehicle during all of high school. I had to walk everywhere because I didn't get my driver's license until I was like 19. Go figure that one. And then moving forward, I then finally get into a relationship. Right after moving to New Jersey. What did I do with that pay stub? Anyways, I've lived on both coasts. And you know what's even funnier, bro? I meet a girl, we get married. And this is why it gets very funny. Right? To me, as a civilian. Wait, let me see if I got the marriage certificates. This is why it gets funny to me. This is something that I have never shown anybody, but I get married, open up bank accounts, and something always is going on with my bank accounts. Bank accounts, cell phones, you name it, a company. Right? So I open up a company. I gotta put this somewhere. Right? My bro Chacho comes with me to work for me. And this is why it's even funnier too. Just check this out. W2 647. I have, right? And what's funnier to me, bro, is this. I wrote him a check. Said, I don't got cash on me, bro. I'll write you a check and I'll take you to the bank and you can cash it. He's like, okay. Right? So we go to the bank. He cashes the check. I talk to the bank manager because I had a good established relationship to everybody. But do you guys ever notice something too, which is kind of weird? It has the same address as an invention that I created that is sold in stores all over this country, but now is covered up. But I don't get paid, but that's when they started monitoring calls, blocking, da-da-da-da-da. It's the same address, because that's where I lived at the time. And I even mailed this person a W-2 while living there, but it never showed up. He's like, I never got the W-2. I mailed it to you. So somebody had to have covered up something. Right? And this is during the time of, right, multiple businesses and marriages. Right? And I even wrote my bro Chacho a recommendation letter before going to school or before going to serve time. And this is why it's funny, because somebody then started showing up on job sites, right? Pretending to be the owner of a business and trying to ruin a company. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, this is so weird. These people telling me this, which makes 100% sense. Somebody is also now running around, oh yeah, no, he has this problems, mental, drugs, trying to ruin my reputation. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. And this is why it's even funnier, bro. Is I actually went to visit this person in the prison. And this is when I had Verizon. And this is when I had the wallet and driver's license. The white GA 140CP conspiracy. And we go visit them, and in order to get in, you got to put your cell phone and wallet in a box, something like that, and yeah. So I visit him, I sit with him, I talk with him, and he's like, man, dude, that's the actual you. And I had to tell him straight up. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not the actual me. He's like, what the fuck? That's what they told me. And I'm like, dude, what the? So now I got someone showing up on job sites, and then someone's in jail being the actual me? I said, what the? Right? On top of people telling me that there's money, but imagine a government that won't let you touch your money, but then run around ruining your business, running around ruining your reputation, and trying to make you look like an idiot. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Right? While married. We ended up getting divorced, and now somebody's pretending to be the owner of a business. Right? And this is where it gets very interesting. Because then I meet another girl. Because that relationship got ruined on harassment. People were breaking and entering, using my stuff. I mean, I wonder how many times somebody has used my stuff. Right now I'm America's #1 hated civilian because I don't work for the government. Hated all over for no reason. Bro, and I understand governments are governments and everybody has jobs. I got nothing against cops. Besides the fact that they broke in and we sued them. But this is where it gets even better. I meet another girl, start to have a kid. We have a kid. Everything's going fine. But then I get LifeLock. Right? I have Gmail, Hotmail, this and that. I use my own name on everything. And it's so weird because this happens. I get LifeLock. Somebody from Oregon. I meet somebody from Oregon, right? And it's not the first time that I've went on a date with a girl from Oregon. I used to work out a lot in the San Juan Islands. And met a girl and took her to a play. First day I met her, I said, what's up? You want to go to a play? We went to a play, a high school play, and she was like a teacher or something. Anyways, so I meet another girl from Oregon, because I have nothing against anybody, but this is where I had another invention. Two inventions that are sold in stores that I don't get paid for because somebody else is covering something up. Right? On top of businesses, on top of doing things correctly. Right? The white GA 140CP. Then the girl says, no, that's not yours. That's this person's. Why? Because somebody used my invention? So now I have these people telling, no, that's not your Hotmail. That's not your Gmail. And I'm like, yes. Like, are these guys weirdos? Like, what is going on here? And then a kid gets kidnapped and stolen. Go figure that one. Kid gets kidnapped and stolen, and the state and the government helps her, even though I was supposed to get custody. This is why it's hilarious. Absolutely 100% hilarious. Right? While working for refineries, being an all-American, all that you can be. Right? And this is even more funny because that's when the guy who handed me this says, yeah, that's right, man. You ever think maybe they told me that because they are sick of watching what everybody's doing to me? That guy's doing everything, man. He's awesome. Every time I go visit him, I have the funnest time of my life. You say, yeah, that's true, man. It's fucking true. Family or not, I could give two hoots. I was put on an island, bro. That's all I can control right now. You know what I mean? And then it gets to the point where I'm like, okay, okay, that gets to, okay, that makes sense. And what's even weirder is that's when it got worse. Right? I log into my own accounts for the Washington Department of Revenue. Right? And then every time I'm logging in, everyone's like, he's a hacker. That's not his account. He didn't. No. Somebody else is the owner. And then they're using my social media to embarrass me and lie about me. TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Facebook, business accounts, trying to make it look like something. Right? Soldiers are coming out of the woodworks. Cops are lying about it. I'm just like, what the heck? So I get a job, bro. Had a good job for 5 years. Made a lot of money. Trying to live in peace. And what's funny, bro, is I use my Washington work source to get a job for gutters. Right? Right? Even using my own LinkedIn. Right? And the owner comes to me and says, man, you're just like the owner of that business. I said, I had to straighten that guy out too. So multiple people I've been having to straighten out. And I said, I am that guy, dude. Yeah, I'm the same. It's the same person. Oh, shit. Fuck. Damn it. Uh-oh. It's the same person. So here I am using my own LinkedIn, YouTube, and somehow stuff's going haywire. Like programs and stuff. What's weird is I don't talk to any of my exes. What's weird is they both have, like, my old accounts, KeyBank, Wells Fargo, it just seems a little weird. And that's when people start breaking and entering again. Fuck, he's the owner. We gotta break and enter. We gotta cover this up. We gotta ruin that. We gotta do this. Because something happened. In Ferndale, while married and running a business. Right? And then that gets covered up. Where I lived, where I worked, driver's license numbers, wallets, social securities, phones. Like, it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Right, I moved to New York too, bro, straight up. I've had Wells Fargo my whole life. At H&R Block my whole life. PayPal. It instantly gets closed. I don't know how a bank account that I've had my whole life gets closed. Instantly. Even I create a money sign Big Purple 12, buy a driver's license with it. No, I'm him. So businesses are getting ruined, inventions are getting stolen, phones are getting covered up. Where I went to high school and college, I had two phones, a VZ Slider and a Virgin Mobile phone. Those go missing, covered up. He never went to college. He never went to high school. What? So if you ever think you're having a bad day, just listen to my story, bro. It's 100% true. I'm not saying it's true, but what I'm saying is true. That's why it's funny to me. For no reason, too. Bro, wouldn't it be funny if I start tacking on interest rates for every day that money was not in my account? Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, just imagine, bro. No crime, no drugs, no nothing, but yet all these people are just harassment, harassment, harassment. Relationships are getting ruined, kids are getting stolen, bank accounts are getting covered up, phone lines are getting switched, this and that, and they're pretending they're like it's the weirdest thing, bro. The weirdest. In America, the freest country of them all. Because I am the most hated civilian on earth. For no reason at all. That's weird, dude. So weird. Affects my jobs, affects. I can't even use my own resume in this country. Weird, huh? Anyways, that's what you wrote. Wow. Just a guy trying to live his life in America.